Achin, and the last name is Driscoll, Driskell. Miss Driscoll was from the Dominican Republic, like the sheriff said. Detective Driscoll met her while he was in the military, and they ended up getting married. The stepson, I'm sorry, she is 36 years old. The stepson is named Felix, Felix, last name Almonte, Almonte. He is 21 years of age, and the daughter whom Miss Driscoll and Mr. Driscoll had together, his name is Carolyn Driscoll, and that's Carolyn Driscoll, and she is 12 years of age as well. So at this point, if you don't have any additional questions for me or the sheriff, I want to bring up Special Agent Ramey from the Georgia Bureau of Investigation Region 1 office.
Ramey. We were contacted today by the Paulding County Sheriff's Department, Sheriff Gullidge, and asked to conduct this investigation. We're very preliminary in the investigation. We've only been inside the house approximately 1 hour. However, at this time, it appears that it was a murder-suicide based on what our forensic evidence is. We will continue to process the crime scene. The bodies will be transported to Atlanta to our crime lab for autopsy, all the appropriate tests, and I have a team of agents who are out currently right now conducting interviews and following up on the investigation. So anything beyond this, I can't tell you. It's just very preliminary at this point, but all indications are it was a murder-suicide. Early indications are it looks like it was the 21-year-old.
What's his condition now? Is he also deceased?
I'm sorry?
He's also deceased right now?
Yes. Everyone is deceased.
Agent, the sheriff said that the detective was shot while he was in bed. Where were the other 3 bodies found in the house?
Relatively close to his body, probably within 12 to 15 feet.
Did it look at all like there was any kind of struggle?
No. No.
Do you know when this might have happened last night?
Based on that evidence, yes, we would assume it happened probably sometime last night, based on the bed clothing and other things that people are wearing.
Can you tell us whether you believe the others were asleep at the time as well, or any indication?
I'm pretty sure 2 of them were not, but
Does it appear they just didn't even have any time to respond? They had no idea what was going to happen to them? Were these victims all asleep?
I can't. Based on the evidence right now, I couldn't respond to that. I don't know. We're going to investigate that.
Based on the evidence, multiple gunshots for each victim?
No, it appears single gunshot wounds to each victim.
Was there any 911 calls or any recent calls for service to this house?
We're going to be investigating that.
Is anyone able to elaborate on the relationship with the stepson? I mean, was he the wife's biological son?
That's what we believe.
Yes, that's what we believe.
Did all of them live here at the home together?
Yes.
And they're the only ones that lived in the home with their 2 other boys?
Yes. They're the only ones that live there.
What will your investigation now entail? Interviewing family and friends to see what might have been going on in the family that could have led up to this? What will you
Absolutely.
do?
We'll interview family, associates, co-workers, anybody that may have some information about any background of what led up to it.
How long have they been married?
I'm not sure.
I'm not exactly sure how many years they had been married. That's some information we'll have to look into and see if we can determine.
But obviously long enough to have 12 years.
Right, exactly. Right.
Thank you.
At this point, does anybody else have any additional questions that we haven't already answered? I'm sorry? He was a corporal, and he was a detective in our Crimes Against Children Division. So as the sheriff stated earlier, he was in charge of the sex offender registry, and basically his job was to go around and determine or make sure all the registered sex offenders in Paulding County were living where they were supposed to be living, and follow up on all those individuals. He's been with the sheriff's office just over 10 years.
And he was awarded the Commissioner's Public Safety Award last year?
He was for exemplary service. He sure was. And he's also been recognized by the Georgia Sheriff's Association as well as the Georgia Bureau of Investigation for his work ethic on the Crimes Against Children Division in the sex offender registry.
52 years old?
I'm sorry?
52?
Yes, 52 years old. And I have a photograph I will, as soon as we've completed, I will send out to you guys.
Sheriff, would you be able to say any more on kind of the impact this is going to have on the community? I mean, how Paulding County
I don't know about the county. I know this neighborhood's going to be upset. They grew up here. I've got a whole office full of people that's distraught right now, and that's one of the main reasons for calling the GBI in, so that my guys wouldn't have to come in and deal with what's going on inside this house. I know every one of the girls at my office, every time I've called up there, they're all squalling. We've got 3 different preachers that's up there talking to them now, and I need to go up there myself and be with my folks. There's no replacing, there's no getting over it. We'll continue to do our job and we'll go on.
How are you holding up?
We'll be okay. Thank y'all.
Does anybody have any additional questions at this time? Driskell. Sam, yes. He's a corporal. Yes, sir.
Well, I guess just last question. Tonight, heading into this evening, will the GBI be out here throughout the night? I guess what happens from here with this scene?
Right, so the GBI will continue their investigation. They've got their crime scene investigators inside the residence, photographing, cataloging all of the items inside the residence, and so they'll probably be out here for quite some time, just processing the scene and then ultimately moving the bodies. Unfortunately. Everybody good? Okay, no problem. Thank you very much.